Hey, what's good, y'all? It's your boy USA, Bar USA. Special guest tonight. The family here tonight.
Yeah.
The family got BB.
Not.
Got 301 right there. We got Woman. We all here tonight. Alright, you know what I'm saying? I'm so glad my family came down tonight. Y'all good?
Hey, we love you, man. We love you.
By yourself, we gotta show some love.
Hey,
Man, we drove that long drive.
Same here is a long way.
And we made it.
It's a long way.
Hey, let's drink to that, man.
Hey, we gonna drink to that, man. We got some people.
County, you know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
oh,
shout out County.
Hey,
we got
man.
Hold up, man. Hey, look, tonight we drinking on Casamigos tequila. Y'all need to look. We got
delicious.
Shout out RM. You know. Thank you so much for getting this for me, all right? Because Casamigos, that shit legit, all right? But look. I'll make you a little something, all right?
Go ahead, put some, man.
Damn. I can remember Wilbur was just the youngest running around. Just like, hey,
that's the crazy thing. That's the crazy. Oh,
I'm trying to tell you, time
shout out
flies.
Simply Lemonade. You know, this fire. On the spot. Watch how the color turn, boy. Oh, damn. You know what I'm saying? See, look at
Mix it up.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, turn that a little bit.
Oh, they ain't with us.
Wow. Alright, so now we could do the toast for real. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, man. Shouts out. Hey, celebrate life. I'm glad we got to come down to see John, man.
Appreciate y'all for
Hey,
real,
look,
man.
why you
Sir,
wanna say?
family, man, for real. How y'all liking that Casamigos? How y'all like that with the lemonade?
Good. That's
Y'all
all
with
I
that. I
get.
fuck with that.
It's
Very
cool.
smooth. You know what I'm saying?
Buttery.
Yeah.
Buttery, hey.
But
Hey, that joint good.
Shouts out.
Tonight, y'all, we about to talk about some real stuff. You know what I'm saying? We about to
What
look.
you talking about, man? What's
Just
going on?
as African American, as black males, you know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Like, how do y'all overcome adversity? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the definition of adversity? First of all, I know, look, one word can mean a million things. You know what I'm saying? So, B, like, what you think the definition of adversity is, bro?
Adversity is anything that tries to me at least, adversity is anything that tries to get between, or that is coming between you and your goals.
All right.
I consider that to be adversity. If you have a goal here, if something's in the middle, whatever that thing is, it's taking on adversity because you have to overcome that to get to your goals. That's my definition.
I like that.
You know,
I like that.
Open to interpretation, of course, but you know.
Well, how you feel about that, man? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, putting you out there, boy.
Okay.
I mean, personally, I feel the same way. Yeah, anything that goes in between your goals, for real. Because you know you got something to be. Anything in your way.
Yeah. But y'all know this thing in life is going to happen. And what I mean about that is that sometimes you have your goals, you're on your path, you straight. And then one day life just comes, throw you off track. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I was just thinking about that the other day, like how, like, okay, our goals are here, we're here, and adversity's in the middle. And I think a lot of the times, like, we think that the only way to get to our goals is just going straight through, not knowing it's such a winding road.
You think so?
To get it, because
they said the best way through,
You're right though. But that's the whole thing. I think that a lot of the time we also create adversity for ourselves. We're thinking that's the only route.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You, John, you know, you always coin. You. It's funny that ever since you started saying that, I've been like taking it serious. I always kind of think about this.
Well, what I say?
There's 1,000 ways to Texas. Pick one.
Hey,
So you know what I'm saying? So just because your route isn't as clear cut or it's not exactly what you think it's gonna be, I think what a lot of people do is they create additional adversity for themselves, not thinking outside of the box. You know what I'm saying? Understanding that there's more than one route. Sometimes you can go back, forward, back some more just to get to your goal, but I think a lot of the time people create more adversity for themselves, thinking that there's only one way to get to their goal.
Yeah, and when things don't go their way, it's the end of the world.
Like you said, life.
You know what I'm saying?
Life happens.
Yeah, life happens. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I do feel like. Not just African American males, but I mean people of all colors, all races. You know what I'm saying? Sexes. You know whatever people go by nowadays. There's so many. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
there's a lot.
Life is gonna come at you. You know, but I do feel like you have to find ways to deal with that shit. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? So
100%.
when adversity strikes, I know for me, like, if shit was to go down, I'm on my path. You know, I wake up 4:45, I work out. You know what I'm saying? Get to work by 6:30. I'm grinding. Crazy shit happened at work. I'm like, damn, that shit just threw me the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Like the kid got hurt or something. You know what I'm saying? My whole day is just messed up, and I let that incident mess up everything else I have for the rest of the day. I gotta stop doing that. And I feel like I'm not the only one that do that. I feel like there's a lot of people out there that when adversity happens, you know, they just freeze, messes up everything. Like, so how do we go past that?
You know what I think, John? I think you said it. And I think you said it. Because what, you know how like, and you know how like in working out, they always say, like, when you're tired, your technique will get you through.
Damn, Jax took a shit, dog. I'm sorry.
You smell it?
So I got a kitty, Jax. He's 8 months old now, and oh look, he right here. Come here. Yo,
my man dropped the deuce in the
that joint stank.
I did not smell it, but I'm hoping I don't.
Look, now I definitely do, bro.
Yo, that thing. Damn.
Yo, that's.
It's on my mom.
Hey, first one. I mean, keep going. I'm sorry, y'all.
No, you good? I'm scared to smell it now.
Jax,
but what
That's so crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't trying to catch that smoke. But nah, John, I think you said it because the first thing you said was your schedule and how you wake up every day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that structure, that order.
Ooh, I smell it now. Damn.
Yeah,
Okay. It got to me a little late,
shout
but
out
nah.
Jax, man.
But
he back a
I
punch.
think that's a good. I think what you said was real. Like when people encounter things that derail them, I think that shit stinks. Sorry, man. God, he dropped a load. But yeah, so it's like the thing that's gonna get you through the day sometimes is that routine. Yeah. Like even if your day gets derailed or you run into some bullshit, if you have a default mode of acting, it could basically help you get through a hard time. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That because some people that they don't really have structure in their lives like that to get up at the same time every day. Yeah, so when something happens, they don't have a fallback. They just get thrown the fuck off the hinges. Yeah. But for people like you, John, for instance, like each day you are primarily doing the same thing. So each day is like a reset for you. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So when you encounter bullshit, it's like, okay, this was a rift in my day, but there's still more to my day than
There's still more to the day, and sometimes it's okay to hit that reset button and start over. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Each day, you know, you're provided by the good man upstairs for a new beginning. You know, you wake up.
Jesus Christ.
You know, you do whatever you can to make the best version of yourself. You know what I'm saying? A good man told me 1% better. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, Mr. 1% been a little quiet over here, man.
All right, like for the young ones, like, you know what I'm saying? Both of y'all, you know, y'all brothers, and you know, you in college, you know what I'm saying? You working, doing your thing, music, all that got it going. But when adversity comes to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Being in that younger crowd, being in college, grinding, you know what I'm saying? Being a celebrity in the DMV, like, how do you manage that? You know what I'm saying?
I reply first with a question.
Okay.
When you talking about going over adversity, you talking about your structure in your life.
Yeah.
Do you think that's actually tackling your adversity, or do you think that's a cop out? Do you feel like you're going through the motions, or do you feel like you're actually tackling what's your problem?
Well, that's the thing. It depends because I feel like I see what you're saying. I feel like the structure can help you reset. But of course, in the moment when you're going through adversity, of course you're gonna have to deviate away from your normal choreography. Yeah. And that does take a different type of grit. You're right. I wouldn't say necessarily like when we're talking about like that's like actually tackling it, but like you're right. I think it's having a default mode of acting helps you get back off the hinges. But again, I think, like results may vary because things happen every day, like in John's life. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's constant chaos going on in school. But John is so aware of his surroundings. He's understands how to do his job very well.
Mm.
He has a routine for how he handles problems. You know what I'm saying? So I guess
So experience.
Something like that. Well, yeah. You can call that experience. You can call that experience. You're right.
Fall back on what you know.
Fall back on what you know.
In good time.
So yeah, technically, I guess it came full circle. It came full circle. Yeah, it came full circle. It came full circle because it does still fall back on experience, routine, your experience with your routine on how you do things. You're right. And you encounter new problems, so you're constantly having to evolve your routine or you know what I'm saying, things like that.
Incorporate. When we're able to adapt. I mean, we're growing. I feel like those experiences, those problems when adversity do strike, I do think you're growing.
Yeah.
I feel like the one thing you can't do is stop. I feel like when you stop, that's when it's all over. I feel like things gonna happen. Like if you fail, you know what I'm saying, try again.
But you know what's crazy, John? That you said that like growth is not something because it's painful. You know what I'm saying? It's painful. Like you said, like adversity is pain. You have to. And I think, hey, shout out to the base. Shout out to the base.
One drink for that one.
Yeah. But yeah, like, oh my damn train of thought, fucking with y'all. Edit this, John. It's like nah. But I think that was it. I had a good segue, but. Gone now.
My bad.
Maybe it comes back. Hold on. What did you say before? I can't.
Man, I can't even remember honestly. Look, we've been drinking Casamigos.
This is what happens off that Migos. Y'all better watch your ass around the Migos.
Wait, all four of us don't remember what was going on.
Nope.
Nah.
I don't even know why.
That's bad.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. When family come around, it's always good times, you know what I'm saying? And like speaking of adversity, one thing that do help a lot of people is having family, you know what I'm saying? Having somebody you can talk to. You know what I'm saying? Yo, man, I'm not cutting none of this. This is gonna be on there.
Okay, but not family is good.
Having family, so you can get together and laugh, and even the hard times. We joke around about the hard times. At the end of every year, we get together and talk about all this shit that happened. And
the shit list.
The shit list,
The shit list.
Talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's past relationships, exes, you know what I'm saying, people failing tests, whatever the case may be, we joke around about it. Because at the end of the day, man, what's most important, we have each other, and that's the beauty of life,
No, that's facts.
Another thing, listen, if y'all want to be like around our family, but y'all gotta have strong bones, cause
Oh yeah.
So we gonna crack
about everything.
We gonna crack some jokes. We gonna crack some motherfucking jokes,
man. No time.
No, for real.
But,
we crack a lot of jokes.
And Wayne, I actually think that was a good thing that you just mentioned because us just talking about adversity, and you only develop it from adversity.
I know where you go. Segue.
It's tough. It's tough skin. Mm-hmm. Like with adversity builds it, but you need it as well. So I ask you this.
So you need hard times, basically.
And that's what I was going to
overcome.
And that's what I was going to ask you guys. Like, how do you guys feel like?
I don't need hard skin.
How can you don't think you don't think people need tough skin in order to overcome adversity or in order to deal with them?
When everybody has tough skin.
But that's what I'm saying. My question was going to be, I feel as though it's a necessary thing. Okay. It's a necessary thing to overcome adversity and things in your life. You need to have tough skin. Mm-hmm. But how do you think someone develops it if it takes adversity to develop it? And if they can't overcome adversity, then they can't build tough skin. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can somebody do it?
You go first?
Yeah, I want to hear because what was saying you feel like you had a rebuttal. You said you feel like
I don't think you need tough skin. As long as you got a support system, you got family, people around you that basically tell you what to do, coach you, and like I think you're good until you reach a certain point where you have to face something by yourself. Then you hit a wall.
But I'll say this: you can you can always
It only
have
takes
it.
you so far. It
And
takes you so far.
I do feel like when you do hit that wall, that's where accountability comes in. Where you hit that wall and you got to reach out for help.
But how many times have you known? How many times have you known somebody or someone in your family who you talk to, and you talk to, and you talk to, or just not even somebody in your family, your friend. Their support system tells them, hey, man, you should probably be doing this. Or you should be doing that. Or you should be doing this. And it's not that they don't have a good support system, but they don't digest that information and take it. So if they don't...
hard-headed.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, if you got people that, don't listen. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Then...
and I think people that don't listen, I mean, they learn the hard way, the harder way. You know what I'm saying? That's why I do feel like over time, I mean, it's going to come to you. You know what I'm saying? I do want people, the viewers out there, to be aware when that time comes, when adversity do strike. Because you do have people that's not going to listen, people that's not going to reach out for help. But for those people we're talking about out there, like, what can they do? Are they fucked?
And I'll tell you this, John, and I don't want to, rap too much. Y'all stop me at any point.
We're trying to wrap it up soon anyway.
No, I got you. I just feel like that's what's kind of hard about, and I know it's so cliche to say this generation, you know what I'm saying? But I guess some of our younger peers, like, they don't listen. And then the situations that would help them develop tough skin, there are ways to cop out of them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of ways.
There's a lot of ways to just get out of everything nowadays. So it's just like everybody's just kind of like skating. I don't know how y'all feel about it.
Skating through life, you know what I mean? Like
It's like they skating through life because nobody's holding anybody accountable.
And
you know what I'm saying?
I remember, like, when I was younger, when I got in trouble, like, I did something stupid at school. I got a phone call home. And, like, under the discipline, my grandmother, you know what I'm saying, recipe, you know what I'm saying? Man, I would have to sit in the room by myself, write like 1,000 lines on what I did, and I just had to sit in the room for hours and just think, you know what I'm saying, or stand against the wall, and I'm just standing at the wall, just looking at the wall for hours, just sitting there, and I'm reflecting, damn, I shouldn't have done that. Why I do that for this, that, and that action didn't happen again. I feel like now, man, there's so many cop-outs now. You know what I'm saying? Kids, people don't know how to, they don't develop coping strategies because there's not a lot of accountability anymore.
That they even need to
there's
cope.
Not a lot of discipline.
Yeah,
so there's no.
So let me ask you this: How do you think just kids and people nowadays like how do they
cope with stuff?
How do they cope with stuff now?
Man, they don't. Like, from what I see, being a counselor in the school, a lot of our kids don't have coping strategies. They come in there. And, something that's little to me may not be little to them. You know what I'm saying? Perception is reality. So something that's my car's running out of gas might be the end of the world for me, but that might be none to you because you got money. You can just put gas in your car and be on your way, right? But everybody's situation different. When kids come in my office and tell me something, I'm like, man, damn, I validate them. I let them know. Like, I give them my advice. I try to help them develop coping strategies. But time after time, I'm like, these kids don't have no coping strategies.
Yeah, they don't have any kind of way or any, like you said, like background. They don't have any way to deal with the shit they're going through. And it's not to say that stuff isn't significant. Yeah. They just don't even know where to start.
So they just don't know where to start. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. They evaluate the situation, look at it, why it happened, how it could. And I do think that's what you have to do in a lot of things in life. You know what I'm saying? The more you can understand the situation, the better you'll become.
Facts.
All right, I got a question about that. Do y'all think it's more of a parents thing, or do you think it's society?
Both.
I think it's both.
I think it's both. I'll say 60% parents, 40% society.
I'll say 70% parents, because for a large period of the child's life, like they say at age 7, whoever that child is who they're gonna be. Of course, you can build on that, but that core structure is there. You're with the parents for those 7 years. Like you have the most exposure to them. So it's like, I feel like that groundwork that you put in with your child ages 0 to 7, that is it plays a huge part, like impact on the rest of that child's life. So of course they can go out and they can be They can be exposed to the world. Thanks, Jax. They can be exposed to the world, but I feel like the parents, like, things that the parents basically show to a child at a young age is important. But I feel like parents aren't doing enough parenting now because they weren't. You were never invested in being a parent when you had a child. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to want to parent. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, like, fucking's easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy. But when...
God.
Hey, look, shouts out to fucking...
Make it say,
See, while we on that,
nah.
we gonna have to break this down real quick, for real, man. We're talking about a lot of shit right now.
I got you. Hey,
And
look, man.
Look, there's a lot we gotta discuss, but like for real, like that time back down to adversity, right? We know we're talking about having tough skin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Going through experiences. You know what I'm saying? Reaching out for help. You know, is there anything else y'all want to tell to the viewers how they can deal with adversity? You know what I'm saying? Okay. Not the fucking part. I mean, that helps too. With some of y'all might.
Hey, look, it's a coping strategy.
It is a coping strategy. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all might.
I deal with the pain. Alright, well, I don't know. We can do a round robin. I go. Well, I guess I don't know. Just coping with adversity. My whole thing is, I feel like my coping strategy is alone time. You know what I'm saying? And just deep thought. Okay. So I think that before, like, if you're experiencing adversity, and maybe at the time you don't know how to handle it, take a step back. Before you act emotionally or irrationally, just take a step back and breathe and just take some time.
Being proactive and not reactive.
Yeah, take some time to just think about what the hell you're going through and try to do whatever's in your power to think your way through the problem before you act in a way that could make things worse. Okay. And I feel like oftentimes people make things worse by like acting off impulse.
Irrational thinking. Irrational thinking, man.
So that's my coping method is just always thinking. I pray and I always recommend prayer. But yeah, just take some time, taking a step back and thinking about what's going on in your life.
Nah, I might have to piggyback with BB, so I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna lie,
that's real.
That shit's real, but at the same time, for me, man, again, like what BB said, I gotta piggyback, man. Take a step back, you know what I mean? If you have, like, give me, see, we family, you know what I mean? So if I'm going through something, you know what I mean? I can call B, I can call John, you know what I'm saying? Call Bert, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just get it right, but with me though, you know what I mean? I just sit down sometimes. You never know. Play some music. You know what I mean? Some Future. You know what I mean? Hey man.
That's true. That's the thing. A playlist that resonates with you with how you feel at that moment.
Exactly.
Okay. That's tough. That's good.
That's what I'm saying.
A lot of musicians, a lot of artists. You know what I'm saying? That's their coping strategy.
Yeah.
That's their mechanism they use. Help them to get through their stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, I like that answer a lot.
Listen, you know what I mean? Music, you know what I mean? Hey, man, 1% better, man. That's all I got to say.
Hey, I like that, man. Bert, you got anything for the people, man?
Man, with coping, me personally, I just like, as I'm going through it, I'm always thinking about this next step, but I'm always doing it immediately. I don't really sit back and think about what I'm going to do. Like overall, like what's going on.
You think about the future, but you live in the moment.
Yeah, I live in the moment. It's like, okay, next step here, I'm thinking about this. Okay, cool, I'm doing it. Next step here, I'm thinking about it, doing it. I don't think about the overall strategy of like where it ends up, where I end up.
Okay.
Like where I end up. I just let it go.
Okay.
That's how I deal with it. Is it a good
You don't freeze. I don't think that's bad.
I don't freeze. I just go. Like, go.
It's fight, flight, freeze, but you fight, you go.
Okay, you're a fighter.
I mean, is that a good thing to recommend to people? No. It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. If you're not quick thinking, it's not for you. It's not for you.
Well, I guarantee there's a lot of people that's going to hear this that's just like you. That's why, hey, man, that's some real shit right there. So,
Facts.
And, man.
You gotta know yourself. You just have to know yourself.
Hey, shout out Drake for that. I know you got that from Drake. Shout out Drake. I know you get that.
I get it from damn Drake.
Know yourself, man. That was a crazy time.
Yeah, that was good. Hey, shout out to early mixtape Drake.
Early mixtape
drink.
He's at your seat.
Man, me, like, you know, the way I cope, you know what I'm saying? Man, one, I got my tequila, you know what I'm saying? Don't recommend it for everybody, you know, not alcoholic, but you know, sometimes you need that downtime, you know, just to have a drink, you know what I'm saying? One drink won't hurt nobody, you know what I'm saying?
You have that's your decompression. Then.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you do have, you know, self-care, you know, so I'll sit down and I'll put some football on, I'll look at film, watch some TV, have a drink, try to break down everything and, you know, come up with a play. Because, you know, in football, man, you only got about a few seconds until you got to call the next play, you know, because this life is always going to keep on going. So when you look at it like from a football standpoint, you got to call the next play.
That's Coach John for you.
You know what I'm saying? Look, you throw that interception, man, you can't just sit there and think about that interception like, damn, I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You got to.
It's about the next play.
It's about the next play.
That's what's one drink the same age, right?
Hey, man.
Hey, look, man.
It's Coach John right now, man.
Yeah.
It's Coach John.
Man, look, after that, man, this bar you would say, man, hey, you know what I'm saying? Show love, you know what I'm saying? Follow these foods, family over everything, you know what I'm saying? Happy Easter to the people out there, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got anything else?
Scene.
Hey, man.
That's all I got, man.
Hey, man, listen, I'm going to say one thing, man. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, man? If you got a dream, man, you follow that dream, man, to the fullest, you know what I'm saying, man? But what do you niggas talk about, man? We in this drink, man, going dumb. We going dumb, man.